Hello YouTube, my name is Ramiel and/or Redinas, also known as R&R because I use those two online names, and here to give you some updates on what's going on right now. So one of the things that right now in this video, oh, it's a past recording of me going through the game of Girls Frontline 2 events, and or chapter, depending on what the video is. So then all these were past recordings. I will also put down the day it was recorded it's somewhere on the screen right now, so that way you don't have to worry about it. And there is also a disclaimer on one of these videos that will tell you if it was when I played this or what was the correct timeline to do these, here, that, and so forth. All right. All right. So right now you're going to see one of the girl frontline videos I did. It's an event video that I had in storage for a while. So for right now, I'm going to upload those for a while until a new DK event drops. So until then, I'll catch you guys another time and hope you guys enjoyed. Also, happy holidays on whatever it is. And also, you guys have a great day. Take care. Hello. Um, Here I am with a YouTube video on Girls Frontline. We're doing the event, Halting Station, that features the Shnivia, the Ice Sniper Girl that's part of the doll community, along with Ulrid and Swomi. Lost her original limbs, and she's now working with like glass looking like limbs. So we're gonna do the story for this right now, and we're gonna get going. Surprise is like really straightforward and short, so I'm glad with that. It kind of sucks. Lost a lot of the free materials and stuff. When you're lost, don't forget to discuss things with people you trust. Revelation of us. Same thing again. I don't speak during this. I will use my arrows. Unless it's silent, I will speak. Here we go. Like this one. After fitting off the creepy doll. Oh, so this is like a continuation of the Ullerid event, which I think I don't have on my YouTube, sadly. Oh well. Ullerid leads the dolls on a preliminary cleanup of the remaining Eli IDs and sentries in the ruins of the thermal power plant. They intend to take temporary shelter inside the ruins. Suomi and a couple other dolls ventured out in search of resources. Deshep- Deshevnaya, Deshnevia, or Deshevnaya, I will call her, who has not yet made up her mind about staying or leaving, reigns put for now. Currently, she's pacing back and forth in the room. Ah, it's another one without voice actors. Here we go. That's good though. I could press click and come to you. Still, I should tell everyone after all. Still, is it really okay? Would it be inappropriate? There's Hevnaya sits down on the bed. If I stay, I'll waste everyone's supply. But if I leave, where should I go? Even though I followed the clues here and meet people who knew me from the past, I still haven't found any crucial information. Swolmil and Litara were so surprised that they even asked me if I had lost my recollection of the commander. Hmm. Commander. They really do make me feel nostalgic and warm, like someone I've been searching for all along. But I still can't remember. That's right. She lost her neurocog connection, so yeah. Hevnaya utters as she thumps her head repeatedly. Hey, don't do that. Oh, hey, Rosalind. Hevnaya, what are you doing? Is your body malfunctioning? Hevnaya looks up to find a startled Rosalind standing at the door with her toolbox in hand. Oh no, everything's fine. When did you get here, Rosalind? I knocked on the door, but did not hear a response. Then I heard thunking noises and thought maybe something had happened to you. Sorry for barging in without authorization. It's okay, I don't mind. I'm doing fine too, as sturdy as the thunder of spring. Nice. Thunder... sturdy? Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Anything I can help you with? Oh right, I brought the replacement parts for your left shoulder joint. Lada and the girls found just the right part while sweeping through the thermal power plant. I thought I'd come over and help you replace it. After all, we can't leave your left arm in a state where it'll fall off without a hitch. Eh? So you come all over specifically to help me repair? That's too much trouble. You could just ask me to come over. Just spend a few resources on me is frankly already quite the trouble. No need to be so polite. Didn't you assist us in exploring the thermal plant earlier? It's also thanks to you that we could settle down here for the time being. Come, sit here. I'll replace it for you. Havnaya relaxes a bit, then breaks into a smile. She sits down in the chair, following Rosalind's guide. Contribute something. That's good to hear. Yes, keep this. Keep the spirit up. You could also be more relaxed in general, you know. Eh, I am relaxed, just like loose soil after a rainstorm. I don't think that you know what? Yo, do you? Hmm. I'm not terribly familiar how soil works, but I can tell you that you're a bit on the edge lately. You see, when Samoe was around, you were able to talk to her. Now that she's out scavenging for supplies, you don't exactly talk to anyone much or even just go outside. I come to your room for the repair for that very reason. Think you'd be more comfortable in a place you're familiar with. Yeah, I'm not doing this because I dislike everyone. I'm just looking for a revelation in the depths of chaos. I'm definitely not. It's definitely not because I can't bring myself to talk with everyone. Okay, that's a Cinderay response. All right, all right. I know. Don't be so nervous. Nobody's thinking that either. I feel a little sorry for everyone. If there's only something I could do to make up for. Well, I don't wish you to think like that. It seems like you're not open to change. Well then, how about having a conversation with Ulrid? She's quite trustworthy. Some things are better just out loud than keeping it all to yourself, don't you think? If Naya falls silent, and Rosalind refrains from speaking further. The room is filled with the clinking of tools fixing the body. At least I can hesitate anymore. I must act. You awaken me and patch me up, so at the very least, I must do something for all of you first, even if I have to leave. Huh? Bless you, great healer. I'll consult our supreme leader right away. God damn it, why does she still speak like this? Don't worry, Ulrin, they're mopping up the remaining ELIDs from the ruins. Wait for them to come back. I'll go find them. What? Wait a minute, your joint isn't ready. I think it's ready. If there's a problem, I'll go back to you right away, great healer. Please excuse me for now. If Naya dodges Rosalind's attempt to catch her arm with a nifty maneuver, then promptly runs out of sight. Each one more troublesome than the last. Rosalind shakes her head in dismay and begins to pack up her tools. Did she mention leaving? What does that entail? Should I tell Ulrid? Forget it. It would be better if she explained it herself. I'll just keep my silence for now. The Supreme Leader and the Great Sage are here. But this place needs to be cleaned up too, right? Yeah. I'll take care of the cleanup here. Nice. We're in trouble. There are more enemies than we expected. Lord Chief, Great Sage, I'm here to support you. Wow. Ullerid and the group have just returned to the hideout after cleaning up a sizable area within the thermal plant. Thanks for coming to help, Evnaya. Thanks to you, Lutara and I were able to finish cleanup sooner than expected. Is your body doing fine? The Great Healer said that she's not finished with adjusting my joints yet, but I haven't noticed any abnormalities. There's no need to worry about me, Supreme Leader. There's a familiar boulder blocking the river in my neural cloud. More concerning than any damage on my body. I would be grateful if Supreme Leader could help me shatter it. River? Boulder? What are you talking about? Is there something wrong with Hevnaya's neural cloud? Yeah. Oh wait, no. There's nothing wrong with my neural cloud, but rather some questions linger within. I'd like to hear the Supreme Leader and Great Sage's thoughts on this. I see. So you're finally comfortable enough to open up. I was considering whenever to approach you directly since you're not being very forthcoming, yet I was worried about being too blunt. Being so overcautious isn't typical of you, Ullerid. After all, I fear that the Shania might get the wrong idea of things. Turns out, the Supreme Leader has been tending to my feelings all this time. No big deal. It's only natural for companions to look out for each other. Tell us, what do you want to discuss? Nothing major, really. I spent my fair share of time here and been cared by all. What I'm getting at is if as if there's anything I could do to repay the favor. Huh? That's it? It? I thought it was going to be more personal stuff. You know what? Forget it. Hmm. I don't think there was any particular need to be concerned about taking care of. However, if you do want to do something, why don't you just go ahead and ask everyone? I just go and ask everyone? Wouldn't that be quite bothersome? What's so bothersome about that? Don't sweat it. Maybe they happen to require your assistance. Yeah, you're right. After all, helping is the original purpose of my almighty wish machine. Almighty wish machine? What an awesome name. So, what would Supremely and Great Sage wish for? I'll try my best to do everything within my power. However, I probably can't fulfill something as grandiose as world peace. Huh? Me? Well, Olarit sinks into her thoughts. Latara turns her head to look at her. The very moment their eyes met, Latara realized what the others has on their mind. Well, actually, my wish is quite simple. It's ah, what? Huh? Latara, what happened? You, come over here. Huh? Amidst Deshnevia's puzzled stare, Latara forcefully pulls Olarit aside and scribbles something on a piece of paper. You're going to wish for this Aya's to stay, don't you? Huh? Wow, how did you know? Dolls nowadays can read neural clouds? Keep your voice down. You thoughts were written all over your face. Yeah. But that's beside the point. You can't just wish for something like that, Ulurid. Your Shania always wanted everyone to be happy. If she already made up her mind, wouldn't you be putting her in a difficult spot by wishing for something like that? Oh, you're right. I got a bit carried away. It's her decision at the end of the day. I apologize. I'm sorry. Did I say something that caused you trouble? I didn't mean to. No, you're good. No, I'm just, fretting over what to wish for. Can't really think of one of all of them. Lazaro, why did you go first? Lazaro's eyes widen in silent objection against Ulrid, then lower in defeat. My wish is to meet the commander again, if only just once. Pat, pat, pat. The tower writes down these words solely in her note. That's crazy. The commander. Is that the human you mentioned earlier as a trustworthy commandant, right? The same commander we asked to work with at Griffin? Yes, that's that commander. There's something I wish to deliver to them, but due to the agreement, I have no idea when we'll be able to meet again. Um, I don't know where to find the commander either. After all, my relevant neural records have been... It's okay. Once everything is settled and the agreement lifted, we can search for the commander together. When we find him, perhaps there will be a way to get your lost memories back. Right. Thank you, Great Sage. Even if I'm unable to? No, never mind. That said, since the Great Sage's wish will be on the table for a while, please make another one. Otherwise, I'll be restless as a grasshopper stuck in a mud pit. With how precious an opportunity to make a wish is, I like to carefully ponder on it, then make a discreet decisions. But whether or not it comes to fruition, I'll be grateful for your goodwill. The Great Sage! I am very touched by your words. Since neither of us can make up our minds, why won't you help Suomi with hers first? Although she's out scavenging for supplies, she can be considered the closest one to you. Maybe you'll be able to guess her wish? Right. We can't overlook Suomi just because she's not here. Let me see. Suomi seems to love music. What genre was it again? I believe it was hard metal. Yes, Swolf thinks loves this genre of music called heavy metal. Heavy metal? Is this some kind of powerful attack? No, that's right. You are Chuny for some reason. Ah! Nope, it's a proper music genre. But I'm not terribly familiar with it. I only listened to a couple of times under Suomi's enthusiastic recommendation. Let's just say it leaves an impactful impression. In that case, should I help Suomi expand her local library? She was occupied with exploring the thermal plant before, and now she's out scavenging for supplies. It should be a while since she listened to any new tunes. but we're having a hard time just maintaining short-range communication. Connecting to the network is out of the question. No relays in sight in such backwater place either. Why did you check the thermal plant servers for any local files? Natara, what do you think? We haven't unlocked all the storage spaces on the main server yet. If this place was crewed by human employees before, there's a pretty good chance that some personal files are still in there. Eh. But not everyone enjoys that kind of music, right? Will there really be any in the main server? Niche hobbies have their audiences. Just like yourself, Ulrid. A doll who loves stress relief toys doesn't exactly come a dime a dozen, but will still get one standing right here. Wait, you love stress relief toys? Damn, that's crazy. Well, can't argue with that. Anyway, no harm in trying. Even if there isn't any in storage, possibility linking to the network isn't using a main server is highly beneficial to all of us. Alright, I'll make sure to bring back heavy metal. Oh yeah, speaking of stress relief toys, there's Naya. What the hell? I wish for some new stress relief toys. This rare pig that I have might now is falling apart with how much I'm squishing it. No problem, Mr. Being Leader. However, what do you mean by stress relief toy exactly? Oh, I see that you're a stranger to stress relief toys. There are so many varieties out there. Oh no. First up, and highly recommended by myself, are the foam types, like this rubber pig. They all come in shapes and sizes, and are great when they're squished or whacked. Whacked? Then there's the scalp massager, as I like to put it. Or as I like to put it, soul extractor. It really cleanses the mind at first, but it doesn't do much for me anymore. Also, bubble wrap is nice, but not really usable, which is unfortunate. Oh, there's also the slime. You like slime? That's crazy, slime. I guess the Supreme Leader is going through a lot, but that doesn't change the fact that the slimes are fantasy creatures. You don't want to talk. Be quiet. Supreme Leader really mix up reality and fantasy. That was awfully reasonable coming from the. The slime Ulrid refers to as gel-like toy, named so because it's soft and gooey and looks like slime. When she told me that before, I misunderstood as well. You're kneading on slime gems, most stress relieving thing ever. At least that's what I've heard. Haven't tried it myself though. I see. I'm sorry. No need to apologize. It's Ulrid's fault when she just can't stop gushing about useless information. No. How's that useless information? These are all toys that I highly recommend for stress relief. If Naya might like them too. Please don't let me try them out. That's crazy. Though, which one specifically does Supreme Leader want? I'm fine with any of them. I actually like them all. Also, it's a challenge to find these things here to begin with. So anything just Naya seems suitable suitable will do. Yoshinaya tilts her head and head perplexed. Stares thoughtfully at Ulrid. What's the matter? Why are you staring at me? Is it too awkward for you? No. I just feel as if I'm seeing a different side of Supreme Leader. How should I put it? I used to think the Supreme Leader was, well, reliable, mature, a firm leader to everyone at all times. The truth is, she is as much as a nervous wreck as everyone else when stressed. Eh? That's not what I meant. It's more like not a holy warrior shrouded in radiance, but a shepherd with a fine sword protecting the whole village instead. Huh? Looking at the Shania's scrambling to gesticulate her true thoughts with her whole body, the Tara gives her a heartfelt smile. The Shania is trying to say that Ola is amiable, right? That's it. She isn't distant and enigmatic saint, but rather suffers from irritation and stress just as we do, which makes her relatable. That's a bit too flattering for me. We're saying that you're not so not so reliable. That's crazy. I just don't feel the need to be constantly on edge around you girls. It's a lot of pressure. We're very close after all, and you know more or less what I'm really like. Very close. Huh. I can do that too. Supreme Leader, I strive to bring you back excellent stress relief toys. I appreciate that, but my wish isn't a priority. So just look around in the meantime. You should focus your efforts on the more clearly oriented wishes first. Understood. I will head to the main server room and log into level 2. Hopefully I can find those long lost treasures for Suomi. Main server room has been cleared, and it should be relatively safe. Tara and I have other things to take care of. The Chef Naya is alright for you to go alone? No worries, leave it to me. So the first operation of the Almighty Wish Machine project, go. That's crazy. Oh hey! Inside the thermal plant server room, Yoshinaya successfully decrypts the server's locked storage space. The encryption was pretty strong, and it took a bit of work, but it's no big deal for me. Let's see, what's in here? There. Hmm? Communication logs. Does it record all communication between the employees here and the owner? Last message was received 3 months ago. Hold on. Didn't the great sage say this place got abandoned at least 2 years ago, judging by how it looks? Why would someone be communicating with an abandoned thermal plant? Does the owner not know what we went down here? Feels freaky, but I better go back and tell Great Sage and Supreme Leader first. Let's see if there's anything we're looking for. Bishop Naya downloads the comm logs and dives back into the storage, rummaging through it. Experimental farm seeding report. I don't think this is it. Periodic experiment debrief, environmental device structure diagram, protective measure details, specification, and operation procedures. I can't wrap my head around all of these. It's not. It's not the time to read these in detail. Let me look again. Excerpts of artistic and social creations of mankind. So much. Humanity's awesome. Luckily, there's a catalog. Let's see. Literature, art, film, music. Look at that massive database, so Shania scratches her head. Why would a thermal plant have such a huge collection of these cultural products? They even organized neatly. Could it have been some employee's personal hobby? Music, genre, folk, rock, blues, classical. So many categories of music out there. Ha! Here! Heavy metal rock! This is the one! Dushnaya opens the target path to a long list of audio files. Great! So many of them! There must be some Suomi hasn't heard before. I'll save them all. Speaking of heavy metal, what does it actually sound like? If the Kento and Gentle and Kind Suomi is a band, it must be soothing like a flowing stream of pure water, brimming with optimism. Ah! Not really. Maybe it could act as a substitute for Supreme Leader's stress relief toy? Let me have a listen then. I'll just pick Corroding the Soul with Flowing Scars. That's a fancy name. Let's go with it. Janaya links up the speaker in the server room and starts playing the file, unleashing a blast of powerful tunes. Hold up. You hear that? I'm gonna turn up my volume. There we go. Huh? Janaya closes the file instinctively. What was that powerful sound wave? That's heavy metal? So intense. It truly is a powerful attack. This is the kind of music Suomi likes? That's hard to tell. Seems that Suomi is much braver than she looks. I need to work harder too then. At the thought of Suomi, Shunaya breaks into a smile as she unpauses the music with the volume turned down. What's with this music? It gets pretty good when you get used to it. At least I can understand why Suomi likes this kind of music. Alright. That sound. What type of music do I used to be fond of? I must have favorite genre and other interests before my neural records were lost. Having lost my past, what can I bring to the table? If I stay, can I really be accepted by everyone? Amidst the powerful tunes, the Shunaya revisits the catalog, with scripts of artistic and social creations of mankind. She glances over music, film, literature, before finally coming to a rest over art. The lead singer's low, husky voice screams out a shocking verse, bringing Yoshinaya back to her senses. There's no use thinking about it. I need to focus on Almighty Wish Machine now. Not to mention things I have to report back to the stream leader. Alright, It's no longer time for the treasure hunter to dawdle around, but time to embark on a radiant journey at once. I can't believe it. I'm wondering what music genre she listens to. YouTube comments if you know. Say in the comments. It's still funny that when you look at Suomi, a nice, kind, gentle soul listens to that type of songs. It's like a, you know, damn. More dialogue I have to read. On Shania's way back to their hideout, it's so quiet. Hard to imagine this place was crawling with EIDs and sentries not so long ago. Everyone's working so hard to clean it up. Suddenly, her comm receives a notification. Excuse me, is anyone near the server room? Requesting backup here. Lada? I happen to be nearby. What's the matter? Good to hear. There's Shania. I'm moving supplies from Warehouse 4 near the server room. A couple of EIDs showed up unexpectedly nearby. They must have fled from the other sections being cleared out. Sorry, I can't deal with all of them on my own. Can you help me clear them out? Roger. Please send me the coordinates. I'll be right there. Oh, she runs. Are you here, Lada? No, I'm not. That's great. Let's get it up together. Oh. After fitting out the 8 IDs, Yoshinari Lada starts checking the supplies to be transferred back to the hideout. Lada, these parts are kinda rusty. Should we bring them back? Let's bring them back regardless. Rosalind can't make use of them, but Tilda might instead. Okay, I'll sort things out. Pick out the ones that are in better shape. Thank you. Udashanaya? Lala whispers at Udashanaya, who has her head buried in the junk. Thank you for willing to come to my aid. Oh right, Lala, there's something I need to ask you. Eh? Huh? Lost in her thoughts, Udashanaya did not hear Lala's quiet gratitude. What is it? Um, do you have any wishes? Wishes? Why ask this all of a sudden? That's because I'm running the Almighty Wish Machine project. But Jesus, I'm trying to make people's wishes come true. An Almighty Wish Machine? Shania, you're so very kind. What's with the flattery all of a sudden? Oh, first things first, I might not be able to grant a very challenging wish right away, but I'll give it my best. Hmm. Okay, in terms of wishes, let me see. And Shania, remember the experimental farm we saw underground before? Oh, I remember. That was such a tough nut to crack with all these sentries we had in there. Is your wish related to the experimental farm? Yes. I'm thinking what if we restart the experimental farm? What? Restart the experimental farm? A tad too optimistic, isn't it? There's no way we could spare the energy to do such. Frankly, pointless thing now. Let's just move on to Shania. Forget what I said. Huh. Restarting the experimental farm is searching for a piece of obsidian in the dead of night. One would need a lens powerful enough to see through the darkness. Lens? Obsidian? What? Sorry, but I don't really... Seeing Lala confused, the Shania rushes to explain. I meant to say, why don't we go ask Matilda? She's the expert in fixing machinery. No need to ask Matilda. Wow. Oh, Lada? Lala stands up nervously and tugs at Shania, but she was carrying the parts bin and heading out the door. Shania lost her balance and bumps into the shelves behind her. Shaken, the bottles and cans on the shelves topple over like dominoes, falling one after the another into the trolley the two of who are using to haul the supplies. Oh. The freshly lubricated trolley conveniently slides away, hitting squarely the value of the water pipe on the wall. With the sound of the splashing liquid, a stream of dirty water accumulated. Sorry about that. Aunt came in. She caught me off guard. The freshly lubricated trolley seems conveniently slides away, hitting squarely the valve of the water pipe on the wall. With this notice how long pours directly into the trolley. Sorry. Under command of Destiny, such coincidences are bound to occur. Yeah, the supplies. Not the supplies! Lana and the Shenai rush over to the trolley to check on it. Eh? What's this? It's all gooey. Looks like something leaked out of the wall. Let's see. This one holds glue. This one... borax? What's borax? Apparently it's involved in creation of fertilizer. Well, at least that's what Wolfen told me before. Does look quite nasty, though the spices aren't damaged. We can just clean them up. Huh? What's going on? This feels a lot like slime that Great Sage mentioned. Well, it's not a bad thing to immerse yourself in your own world. Slimes are fantasy creatures. God damn it! Naya, you shouldn't mix up reality with fantasy. Not again! That's not what I meant! I was told by Supreme Leader about the slime thing about being a stress relief toy, but I've never seen one in person either. However, the way to describe it matches how this one feels. Give it a swish, love. It's incredibly soft, right? Eh? Whoa, it's all squishy. Yeah, it's kind of fun actually, but still kind of nasty. So the ingredients are borax, glue, and water. Lana, are there any borax and glue left? I have a great idea! There should be. Let's search together. Oh my god. That's so funny. Oh, this is where we get to the first cutscene moment? That's crazy. New type stress relief toy. The tower opens the door to Ulrich's room and their hideout. The dolls inside are completely oblivious to her presence. Why is mine so rigid? Rigid? It seems that lost its elasticity. But how... Did I add too much glue? Lucia, how's yours? Mine? It's probably that just got slain by the hero. What? Let me see. It hardly solidified at all. Your laughs are far too rowdy, Supreme Leader. Lada, how's yours? Mine? Please don't look yet. What's the matter? Show me. Oh wow, it's so murky. What is this? A slime tainted with my Earth's power. Please don't laugh at me. I'm not! Huh? The tower walks into the room and peeks in to see what's the gang is up to. Oh, the tower. Welcome, welcome. Want to join us? Are you playing with mud? Don't say that. This is Dushnaya helping fulfill my wish. Wish? This is what Dushnaya found? A novelty stress relief toy? It's not really a novelty. It's a slime that Supreme Leader mentioned before. When Lana and I were sorting through the warehouse, we stumbled upon this method of creating something slime-like. Right, we stumbled upon this. The ingredients are borax and glue? Yes, they just add the right amount of water. The facility appears to have preserved some water with relatively lows of collapse rate agent contamination, likely meant for irrigation. But we don't know the exact ratio, so all our attempts came out a little weird. Great Sage, can you shed some light on this? Tara reaches out and pokes at the rigid mass in front of Ulrid, then squeezes a gooey puddle in front of Dushnaya, and ultimately bypasses Lana's entirely. No! Eh? Ulrid, no doubt, too much glue. It all solidified, as Dushnaya, guessing the opposite. Too much water, so it won't solidify. What about mine? Great Sage? I could have known. Maybe the material itself was contaminated? What's this? There are things that are even the Atari the Great Sage doesn't know. You girls seem to be having fun. The Choco crowd looks back, only to find Rosalind leaning against the door, gazing at them with a smirk. Lana quickly scans the room for any potential hiding spots. Failing to do so, she desperately presses her head down. Rosalind, what brings you here? To catch a runaway patient, naturally. Patient? Honorable Great Healer. My body is perfectly normal, just like sunshine in the morning. There's nothing wrong at all. I'm not here for you, Ishimnaya. Lada? Here! I told you your body wasn't properly tuned yet. Most of you rush off to Hall Supply and find some ELIDs on top of that. I'm sorry, I was a little bit anxious, but I carefully assessed the risk and felt it would be okay before doing so. Right, does the great healer have a wish she can't fulfill? The Shivnaya, voice of the almighty wish machine, is here to help. Almighty wish machine. If this happens, if I have to have one, it would be for the dude or an examination to behave maturely and go lay on the inspection table over there rather than making me play hide and seek all over. Ugh. Even for me, seeing Rosalind in such a state, it still gives me shivers. I'm sorry, Rosalind. Ulrich and I are too lame for this. We didn't have Lala's body in best shape before sending her to sort out supplies. We'll make it to be properly informed next time. That's right. Sorry, Rosalind. There won't be a next time. All I want is for you all to be stay safe. But I will remember your promise, Ulrich. Hello. What's Rosalind doing here? Someone escaped from the maintenance room again? Matilda emerges from the doorway and peers into the room. With a puzzled expression, Rosalind shrugs in response. Matilda? Quite a lot of guests today. How can I help you? Oh, I heard someone complaining about the low supply of transport efficiency. If you girls could find me another forklift, I could fix it up to a serviceable state in no time. There should be somewhat that makes life easier. You're in charge here. What do you think? Indeed, the more tools available to us, the better. Forklift, huh? Give me a minute. Tara, was there one in the underground farm that we explored before? Yes, but the sector has only been tentatively explored. Cleanup hasn't been completed. It, we can't let Matilda go alone. It's too dangerous. Indeed, but we still need to check on the main server. We can't ignore the questionable communication logs discovered by Shrivnaya after all. Rosalind gives a gentle smile to a worried Lotta. You want to join her? Better give it some thought. Well, I think it's best if I accompany Matilda. Whatever, I'm fine with it. Then we'll leave it to you, Shrivnaya. No problem. Miss Rosalind, I'll go help Matilda retrieve the forklift now, so you can mull over your wish for some more. I'll ask you again once I'm back. The previous one doesn't count. Good, don't take this naughty patient back with me. Shrivnaya, Matilda, take care of you two. I won't run away, so there's no need to worry about catching me. That's Cabin, you know it. I can tell. What lurks in the heart of the silent machinist? Yeah, there's still remaining enemies here. We need to clean up this place thoroughly. Nice. In the ruins of the thermal power plant, the Shrivnaya clears their surrounding enemies. With Matilda, the two make their way to the facility in the underground experimental farm. Matilda tinkers with the abandoned forklift parked in the corner while the Shrivnaya stands at a short distance away, keeping guard. Matilda, how's the forklift doing? Busted. Is it really bad? Can it be fixed? What do you think I'm doing? Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean like that. I'm not blaming you. Come on, acting like you have something on your mind but refusing to speak up all this time? What's the matter? I just want to ask if you have a wish that you want fulfilled. That's it. A wish akin to a divine decree. Something you're determined to want to realize. Wish? Because I'm working on the almighty wish machine. What's that? You're going to fulfill my wish? Yeah, that's the idea. Anything you wish for? Well, not necessarily everything, but go ahead and let me know first. Matilda? Have you asked Lotta? What was her wish? She said she wanted to restart the experimental farm. I didn't know where to start, so I thought about asking you, but for some reason, she insists on not doing so. Whoa! Damn, Lotta. Always keeping everything to herself like this. We don't have the luxury of these things now. If we don't proceed with the restart now and see how it goes first, will that be a hassle for you? Not necessarily. If there's anything I could do, feel free to tell me. I want to make everyone's wishes come true. Don't get too excited. It doesn't really help. The collapse radiation level here is so high that even underground plants can survive. But if this facility was studying how to grow crops in contamination zones before, right? They should have relevant information on that. There's no mention of methods to reduce collapsing radiation, at least not in any of the unlocked archives so far. Shania there stares determinedly at Bathilde, causing her to curl her shoulders up uncomfortably, as if trying to avoid her gaze. What about it? Bathilde, do you also have the wish to restart the underground facility? Why would I want to do that? Don't put words in my mouth. Ooh. Eh? But your previous response suggests you looked into the possibility of restarting the experimental farm before, Bathilde. That's... If you never thought about it, you wouldn't have bothered to look for methods of lowering collapse radiation, right? Like me, I never paid attention to it. That's just because you're just being careless. Even if it's what I wish for, then what? You can't solve the problem. Besides, you don't owe us anything. What's the point in fulfilling our wishes? I don't... Oh... That might have been too harsh. Well, alas, it's not something you need to be concerned with. Slightly embarrassed, Matilda hastily wraps up the conversation and attempts to dive back into the repairs. Out of nowhere, she senses a strong gust of wind. I'll have it, Matilda looks over to see what's going on, just in time to meet Shania with her earnest eyes. I just realized it can't. Hold on, let me check. Why did that count? Wow. Matilda, it is too early to give up. What? Huh? Huh? What's wrong? Getting all fired up all of a sudden. It might be difficult as holding on to quicksand with the flow of time. I'd like to try again. After all, searching heavy music for Suomi and finding a stress relief for Serene Leader all sounded quite difficult at first, but I managed to do it both in the end. Fine, fine. I might have seen the chip found by Supreme Leader and Great Sage. Plants did once grow and blossomed here, so there must be a way. Until then, we have yet to check the data storage of this underground facility. If any relevant information exists, it's definitely here. That does make sense. This is the place that manages the underground experimental farm. Hold on. I'll patch the level 2 and take a look right now. Whatever encryption or blockade there is, I'll smash right past it. I am the almighty wish machine after all. Hey, don't get too carried away. Be careful.
なんてことない勝利だが、休む理由にはちょうどいいだろ。
Ooh. Oh, there's a mini boss here. Oh, there's a freaking bullet wall. The defense level is quite high. You might be actually under some glittering gems and gold. Alright, another one. Not like this. I'm sorry. I can't find anything. Maybe you're not using the right keywords? Show me. Right here. Although no direct reference is made, there are records of environmental device A being turned on and off here. An environmental device. Environmental device sounds familiar. Hold on. Let me search my neural records. Don't push yourself. I heard that your neural cloud isn't the most stable. It's alright. It's just a simple search. Gotcha. I'm seeing the structure diagram of the environmental device in the main server storage this morning. Let me display with the terminal here. Look! Isn't it mounted inside a cooling tower? Yep. Which is why when I saw it this morning, I thought it was a power generator. With this, what is this environmental device anyway? Why do they keep jamming weird stuff into the cooling tower? What would collapse radiation boost there is installed in the cooling tower? That's it. That's it. This. Look at this. This. I don't get it. This thing is what reduces collapse radiation. Get it? It seems to sit somewhere on top of this underground farm. And not far away too. I see. If the collapse radiation can be lowered, even just in a small area, that should allow an underground experimental farm like this to produce healthy crops. That's wonderful. Glad we didn't give up earlier. Guess you were right this time. However, what's going on? Well, there's another document related titled Project Measure, Detailed Specification and Operation Procedures. But the document is corrupted. I can only view the startup procedure part. Let me have a look. Alright, I'm a little concerned. What does this protective measure entail? Please don't be sentry automatons, just like in the cooling tower. Hard to tell, but according to this startup procedure, so as long as every step is performed correctly, alarms and defenses won't be triggered. What do you think? Shall we go take a look? You want me to decide? Hmm. As long as we follow the procedure, there shouldn't be any problem, right? That's what the documentation says. Well then, how about we go check it out before they're done fixing the forklift? After you're done fixing the forklift. No need for that. Already taking care of the forklift while you're in level 2. We can even drive there with the forklift. It's faster. Awesome. With a trusty mechanic. But isn't this underground? The other entrance is just stairs. How are we going to get to the forklift out of here? Come on. If a forklift managed to get here, there would be that would imply the existence of an elevator of some sort nearby. Oh, that's right. I'll go find it.
なんてことない勝利だが、休む理
I
由
like
に
how
は
she
ちょう
Jojo
どいい
poses.
だろ。
It's kind of adorable, actually. Alright. Last time I checked, we're on the last one. Let's get it. Oh my god. Let's get it. In the ruins of the thermal plant, cooling tower, Mathilde and Dishneria are working on a device while their forklift is parked behind them, appearing a bit lonely. Oh, that's a lot of buttons. Mathilde, do you know how to handle them? I've seen the structural diagram, so it should be fine. Well, that should be pretty much it for the startup. Manually, disengage the safety and we're good to go. Which one's the safety? It's not here. Looking at the diagram, it appears to be a large lever. Should be quite obvious. There! The Shivnaya Matilda runs up to the lever, which is not far away. The Shivnaya holds on the lever with both hands, and Matilda nods to her. Yeah! The Shivnaya pulling down, the machinery inside the wall starts emitting a muffled noise, generating a mild vibration around the area. It's on! Okay. Smooth sailing so far. Matilde, this may really fulfill you and Lala's wish. Does making someone else's wish come true makes you that happy? Because I want to reciprocate everyone's kindness. That's the reason behind the almighty wish machine. Matilde, do you feel the collapse radiation level dropping though? It should be. I have collapse radiation detector with me. No, the reads haven't changed at all. Did something malfunction? Should we stop it first? No need. There should be a maintenance hatch over that wall. I'll see what's going on. Matilda and Ifnaya arrive below the maintenance hatch, but its elevation is such that even on their tiptoes, they still can't reach it. Is there something we can pat our feet with? I'll climb on my shoulders. Huh? Didn't you disconnect your shoulder before? If you don't take good care of it, Rosalind will chase after you. Chase? No way. Miss Rosalind is so kind. And the parts have been replaced. We should be fine. Well then, crouch down a bit. Okay. Jisvinaya crouches down and holding her hand out for Matilda to step on and climb onto her shoulder. Then shakily stands up. Well, do you see anything? Yes. Hold on just a little longer. Matilda pops open the maintenance hatch skillfully, bracing herself against the edge to probe in. Looks like the transmission got jammed in an awkward place. Some parts may need to be disassembled. My toolbox on the forklift. What? Oh. Matilda lost her footing falter, feels her footing falter, and her body plummets. Despite her best efforts to hold on to the maintenance hatch, she still falls to the ground. What are you doing? Didn't I say hold on? No! Look! Uh-oh. Look at that! The treasures guarding dragon haven't appeared. What are you talking? Unregistered. Subject detected. Commencing elimination. What? Did we follow the procedure to a T? What's this hunk of iron then? Could it be because we opened the maintenance hatch? That's not following the procedure? Is there no room for error at all? What the hell is this procedure? It's coming! Move of Matilde! The reclamation expert Phantom lunges at both of them. The Shania immediately pushes Matilda out of the way and dives into the opposite direction herself to prevent either of them being targeted. However, the two are separated as a result. The Shania fires at a reclamation expert. Combat damage detected. Subject hazard level increase for prioritizing elimination. All distracted. Matilda, hurry and call Supreme Leader for backup. I got that. Take care of yourself. Well, I'm about to blow this bitch up. Oh. Phew. Matilda should have evacuated to a safe location by now. Have to do everything I can to hold this evil dragon off until support arrives.
完了。
I don't think that's a dragon. Under Shivnaya's fire, the reclamation expert Phantom's movements have become less flexible than before. Shivnaya hides behind cover, looking for an opportunity for her next pot shot. Stay calm. I can do this. I can do this. Whoa! Before she can get ready, the reclamation expert Phantom comes charging towards her cover, shattering it. Shivnaya doesn't fully avoid the impact and tumbles out of the way. Shivnaya, get down! Shivnaya drops to the ground, following her movement to avoid the impact. She can feel, she can feel her several metallic objects flying right past her, plunging into the gaps of reclamation expert's chassis and restricting its movement. The Shivnaya! Great stage! Supreme Leader! Bullets perforate the reclamation expert's armor, which protects its core control module. Seizing the opportunity, Ullurid plunges her sword into the gap, slicing half of its core. Shivnaya, are you okay? I'm fine. Lada, Matilda's over there, behind the forklift. Detecting targets. Increasing hazards. Lada, take care of Matilda. We'll handle this big one. Alright. Lada quickly runs to Matilda while the remaining trio stands guard, keeping the reclamation expert Phantom at bay. Target. Danger. Eliminate. Target. Ew, you sound like a broken record now with that core sliced. With half of its core module missing, the reclamation expert appears to be in disarray and begins to splutter in place. And babble incoherently. Is it broken? Eliminate target. Eliminate. Yeet! Oh! Huh? The reclamation expert suddenly charges in the direction of no one. Huh? With everyone watching, the reclamation expert violently smashes into the wall of the cooling tower. Everything comes to a halt. The metallic wall panels cave in, with sections falling off to reveal the inner mechanisms. Ah. Then a low rumble. The floor and walls start to visibly vibrate, with the control device next to the wall emanating a beeping sound. Oh? Matilda, watch out! Matilda climbs up the wall by scaling over the reclamation expert and peers in through the crumbled panels. What the hell? This thing just so haven't hit the place that struck. It fixed the jam device. So the trick to repair machines is to hit it with enough force after all. A real stroke of fate. Device? Until I stumble upon this thing. It can decrease collapse radiation. Yashvinaya messily recounts to Ullerin and others how she and Bethilda went from repairing the forklift to repairing environmental device A. And then it somehow got fixed by just getting hit by just hitting it very hard. I just call it functional. We have to examine it thoroughly to find out if anything's wrong. On this device is repaired, can the underground farm can be reactivated as well? Well, We got the environmental aspect sorted, but also depends on the condition of other equipment. The state of the seeds and whatnot, those aren't my areas of expertise. Ugh. Has something to hope for is already enough. Thank you, Matilda and Shania. Thank? Thank me for what? I didn't do anything. You better thank this hunk of iron stuck in the wall. All wishes come true as fate dictates. So is so is the power of the almighty wish machine. It's hard to believe that this is all just a coincidence. Does such miracles really exist? For a ragtag group of dolls like us, having it made this far is a miracle in itself. Perhaps fate really is a lending hand. Even with luck on our side, the final result was only made possible thanks to everyone's hard work. Had Shania and Bathilda not come to check the environmental device, the following event wouldn't have occurred. Now, not only does Lana and Bathilda's wish have a chance to come true, the collapse radiation level is also lowered. This is good for future explorations as well as everyone's maintenance. Great Sage! Ooh, well said, Litara. By the way, Shania, don't I have another chance to make a wish via the almighty wish machine? Right, Great Sage, go ahead, I'll do anything for you. Litara carefully writes down what she says to say on a piece of paper. Since my wish can't be filled at the moment, I'd like to pass this opportunity to Ullerid. Would that be okay? Me? You'll let me make a wish? That's fine with me. So, Supreme Leader, what's your wish? What is it? Let me see. How should I put this? Ullerid pauses for a brief moment, carefully chooses her words, and speaks with a sullen expression. Well then. Jushinaya, my wish is for you to seriously reconsider whether you want to stay with us or leave. Eh? Is it okay? Is that asking me to stay? No, Jushinaya. It's not my desire to leverage this opportunity to making a wish to coerce you into a decision that goes against your own will. Rather, I'd like you to reconsider the possibility. If, for example, you're willing to stay because you love being here and love everyone, that'd be great. Naturally, don't have to give an answer right away. I love it. Of course I love everyone. How should I put this? I also learned a lot about everyone's different sides through the Almighty Wish Machine project. Be kind, be the kind, sweet, eat Swomi, who has a passion for heavy music, or the Supreme Leader, who's dependable, unwavering, but equally needs help of others. I really do. I can't do anything without all of you. Oh, she blushed. And Lada, cautious and timid, yet resolute deep down. Eh? I'm not. Of course you are. You're kind of stubborn as well. Then there's Mathilde. Despite her blunt words, she cares more about her friends than anyone else. Well, what are you talking about? Damn. Finally, they seldom chatty, but always caring great sage. I'm scared. I don't know how can I get along with everyone without a pass, nor if I'll ever be accepted. Zuzana had back her tears as she speaks. Zara writes down her words and gently pats her on the shoulder. Don't worry, Shania. Didn't I promise you to go look for the commander together? There must be a way to fix your neural records if we get to the commander. As long as we don't give up, just like how you miraculously fulfilled everyone's wish today. Don't you think so? Let's make this wish your own. My own wish? Will it come true? Ulrich reaches out and pats her on the head. Pull yourself together. You're the, almighty wish machine. There's no reason you can't make your own wish fulfilled. As for getting accepted by everyone or whatever, I don't believe the past matters. Be genuine with yourself. That's what will make you loved by everyone. Oh, she's crying. I love like everyone like this. I want to. Come on, let it all out. Everything you wish to say. I want to dwell in the crevice of time and create more fateful entanglements with the people I meet. Huh? What is she talking about? I think that Shania is trying to say she wants to stay. Well, if you don't object, that's the interpretation I'll go with, Shania. No objection. I want to stay and spend more time with everyone and create a new neural records. Alright, let's hug it out, everyone, in honor of Shania officially becoming our companion. What? Supreme Leader. Ola wraps Latara and Shania into her arms in one fell swoop. then waves at Lada and Batilde. Batilda, let's also join. Nope, it's so corny. Don't tug on me. Resol- Little forces forcefully drags Batilde with her. Eventually, the five of them embraces each other in a messy hug. Unfortunately, Ulrich's terminal rings up, disrupting the warm moment. Rosalind, what's the matter? Lada disappeared again. Do you have a clue? I was in a hurry to come to support. I'll come back at once, Miss Rosalind. Please don't hunt me down. Rosalind's gentle voice emanates from the comm terminal. Good. I'll give you one more chance. A final one. Speaking of, where have you gone? Why have you all disappeared? Uh, Something came up. We're now heading over by the cooling tower. By the way, Rosalind, your Shania just said she'd like to stay. Really? That's fantastic. I was worried she would quietly leave with an unadjusted arm hanging off like that. That won't happen, Miss Rosalind. If I were ever to leave, I'll make sure to let everyone know. By the way, Miss Rosalind hasn't made a wish yet. Do you have something you want me to fulfill? Have I said it before? My wish was has always been, for my patients, to stay put! Uh, Including you, Deshavnaya. Ah. Alright. Let's not scare her, Rosalind. Ultimately, they are the way they are because of your leniency. You're half to blame, Olorid. Uh, I'll bring them back immediately, right now. No one can escape. Good. I'll be waiting for your arrival in the maintenance room. Olorid wraps Latara and Deshnaya in her arms in one fell swoop, then waves at Lada and Matilde. Well, since we're companions, we'll have to bear Rosalind's laugh together. No calling off on this. I forgot to mention this earlier. I also got a little glimpse of the great healer's other side through this event. Look at you. Would it have been nice just to stay put and let her fix you in the first place. But I was worried about Matilde and Desgenea. Who needs your worry? I'm the one worried about you getting turned into scrap metal. Zara smiles as she watches her companions, all dirty, eat up, and heading out for their hideout. She wants to write letters again. It's Zara. Come on, don't fall behind. Uh, right. This was a really cute event. I love this event. That was really cute. That was really cute. This event was actually really cute. I love it. I love it. Kind of what I'm at this point. I'm just curious how Rosalind looks like when she's angry.